Welcome to the channel. To some extent, this video is kind of just for fun. I'm looking at some less expensive PC handhelds because there are new ones coming out. That means that there are discounts available on a lot of, you might say, last generation's popular devices like the ROG Ally and the Lenovo Legion Go and the MSI Claw and devices like that. And in comparing these, I've been benchmarking these using Cyberpunk, and I also happen to have another PC handheld, the Anbernic WIN600, and well, I'm going to put that in the comparison charts. I thought I'd run the Cyberpunk benchmarks on that device, and if you're not familiar with the WIN600, it's a little bit more obscure than some of the big name devices. It's an Athlon 3050E. That's the one I have here. You can actually get it as a 3020E, which is slower, processor has less threads, and you can get it with memory anywhere from 8 to 16 gigabytes from Anbernic. And the interesting thing about this handheld is actually the memory is user upgradable. So the sample I have here, I have, for some insane reason, updated it to 32 gigs of RAM. So funnily enough, this device actually has more memory than an ROG Ally X. It doesn't have the performance, as you'll see, but it does have a lot of memory. This device has a 6-inch screen, and in terms of size, it makes it almost the same size as a Nintendo Switch. It's just a little thicker, but the overall dimensions are pretty much the same as a regular old Switch. And in fact, when I store this device, I actually store it in a Nintendo Switch case because it fits just right in there. Of course, we're running Windows 11. It's got an okay battery, will last around maybe 2 hours, and it's relatively light for a PC handheld because it's one of the smaller ones. It's only a little over a pound. So of all the handhelds PC handhelds anyway, I've been testing, this is the lightest little device I have. But as you can see by the processor listed up there, well, we don't expect much for it, but I did do the Cyberpunk benchmarking on it. So let's see how that goes. We'll look at Cyberpunk on the Anbernic WIN600.
Y disfrutando del buen tiempo, este mes las temperaturas promedio se han mantenido en niveles seguros para la vida humana.
So, as you can see, this handheld benchmarks at around 16 or so frames per second, running what's essentially the Steam Deck preset here. And this is not very impressive performance here, but I was wondering, and this is where we kind of get into the just for fun part, I was wondering what it would be like to actually try to play Cyberpunk on this device. So, what I've done is, well, we're going to try some gameplay. And let's take a look at how actually trying to run around and drive and play the actual game looks on the WIN600.
When danger lurks, poverty will be there. Sign up for our platinum plan today, because your life is worth it. 9999 Trauma Team. Don't forget, you're worth it.
You started it.
Nature comes first. From the very first stages of food production, we bring you bottom meal quality that even Mother Nature. Got another drop?
Soy a silver conquistador, an explosion of taste. Mr. Stern, all night every night. Don't celebrate now.
We're closed right now.
So, yeah, we'll just say that the Win600 is not going to give you a peak Cyberpunk 2077 experience. Although, honestly, like I said, this video was just for fun. I would not recommend the Win600 if you're looking to play more modern PC games. Its best use is probably light Steam games, indies, and some light emulation, although I do notice that this handheld struggles a bit on PlayStation 2 emulation. But if you're looking for a really cheap, presumably if you can get it under $200, maybe might be a good pickup. If you're now, of course, there are actually some mods you can do to Cyberpunk to increase the performance on this device. I didn't do any of that stuff because I was looking to compare it to the other PC handhelds. But even so, the Win600 is not going to be your Cyberpunk device of choice, not by a long shot. But anyway, I just recorded the gameplay here for kind of more amusement than anything else. Let's see how a really low spec device does with a game like Cyberpunk. And of course the answer is not that well, but then again, that's what we were expecting. If you enjoyed the video, remember to leave a like. Helps my videos turn up a little bit higher in search settings so other people can see. If you want to see more gaming and handheld content, of course, subscribe to the channel. And if you have any questions or comments or want to extend sympathy to my poor Win600 here, feel free to leave a comment. And thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.